Hello.
Okay, no problem. It's all right.
Doc, good afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon. Mhm.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Great. Great.
Sir,
Yeah.
briefly before the class starts, I wanted to ask a question. I wanted to ask a question or discuss something briefly. Like,
All right. Hello.
Why,
Hello.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. It's IJ there. Okay.
The kind you looked out.
Thing went off.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes, everybody's like, are they tired of SQL already? Vivian, I hope you have been practicing SQL.
hey, Dr. Francis, let me report myself. I will practice. I've not practiced well.
Yeah.
Work has been really hectic lately.
Oh, okay.
It's my stocking time. So, and you know when we are stocking, it's really, really stressful. So,
Mhm.
well,
At least try and see how you can start creating database for your farm.
okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
At least identify those things that you need to be keeping records of. Then you start building
Okay.
gradually.
Okay.
Then the only thing they will now do, you give them that Google form, they will fill it there.
Okay.
Then you will now integrate it back into the database.
Okay.
At least that one will be like a use case.
Yeah.
How to build the database, update it, and keeping it.
I tried creating table, but I'm sorry, I'm a little behind, but just let me just attend the classes and I'll follow up later. So I tried creating customer like customer information.
Yeah.
So but I've not been able to enter their data in yet.
And
But
what
I
first
was
of
able
all,
to create the table.
yes, create it on Excel first. Create it on Excel and think about how it should look like on Excel first.
Okay.
Once you have created on Excel,
I was able to create it. I created it on SQL. So it's to
you create it on
insert.
SQL.
Yes, it's to now insert. I now got stuck. But so what I do as I'm working, if I'm stuck, I'll go back and watch the video. I'll go back and watch.
Yeah.
But honestly, I work as
So as long as you have the data already in Excel, right? Just
Yeah.
remember to save it as CSV file.
Okay, then export it.
Then import it. Then import
Okay,
it.
import it. Yeah. Okay, that.
The only thing that when you are saving the date, remember that format of the date. But once you make mistake on that date, that's the end.
Okay.
You know that date is year,
Okay.
month, day. But
Okay.
how we normally write it is, so if you go to Excel, you can actually convert, although you can convert it back, but just to be careful
Okay.
about that.
Year, month, date. Okay. So,
I don't know, hopefully, let me see if we can finish this SQL today.
okay.
Enter something else next week. Maybe you can go back to Excel and complete the other aspect of Excel.
Okay.
Then for next month, you want to enter either Python or something else.
Okay.
All right. So who are we waiting for now? Even IJ has gone away. That database I sent, did anybody try it to open it?
I didn't. I have.
Or did you try to open that database, that file?
No, I haven't.
So you can also see now that that's your full database. You can just copy it.
Okay.
And send it.
Okay.
Am I sharing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So if I come here to open, can I see the database here?
Yes.
When you are saving the file, you always save your file as .sql.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So when you are saving a database, you save it as .sql.
SQL. Okay.
Now open. So this is.
Is that why my phone is not able to open the database?
They can't use your phone now. You can't open them.
Okay, so I'll use my laptop.
So can you see all the data? Can you see how they created everything manually?
Yes.
So this is how it is. So all those ones that were doing it small. So this now is real life. This thing how it's being created. Can you see the dates?
Yes. 2004
It's not normal way you create.
Yes.
Can you see that? All those ones are just like comments. So you just run it now. Once you just run it, you create. Once you run, you just create the database for you. That's all now. So once I just refresh, I will see it here. Can you see it now?
Yes. Wait, so how did you open it? Where did you go to open that database now? Where did you go to?
Look at it here now. I just went to open SQL script.
Okay.
Then select the file, open. Then you run it. That's all.
Okay.
So
Let me try to save my.
once you click refresh now, to come out here. Is IJ back? No.
So, Dr. Francis, so I want to
Yes.
save the database now, but I've not seen .sql. I'll save it on desktop.
Which one you want to save a data? You want to save
That
database?
database you sent now, I opened it. So how do I?
You want to just open like this now. Click on the file.
Yes.
Open. You have something like this now. You see all the scripts now, right?
Yes.
You have the scripts written like this.
No, I've not reached here. What I did, as in from WhatsApp, just to save direct from WhatsApp, because I saw that you saved yours on desktop also.
Mine is on my desktop, yes.
Okay.
Don't use a phone, or your phone will not read that.
No, I'm not using phone. I'm using my laptop.
Okay, so just save it on your desktop or wherever you want to keep it.
But it's not showing me. It's showing something.sql, but it's doing. I cannot see that thing I saw on your own. It's showing all files.
So once you click here now, can you see this one? Open SQL file scripts.
Okay.
Can you see this? Open a. Can you see this one? Click on it.
Yes.
Then you see you will see the file already, because since it's SQL, it will show here.
Okay. Let me save it.
Then click open, and that script will come out. All right, I think we can start now, right?
Yes.
All right, good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right, so I know what we have done and where we stopped last. Did we get to, where did we stop last? Hello.
I didn't stay to the end of that class. So
For those who stayed to the end, where did we stop last? IJ, you're back.
So for the last class, we did.
Yeah.
I think we stopped at, we did joins and then case. Then the pretty things we're doing the way to go by, the order to follow. So if you have select, you have to use select from where, group by, having, order by, and then limits.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we have seen how to use group by, how to use having, how to use order by, how to use limits. Have we seen all those ones?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you taught us last.
Okay, so that means you are almost done now. So let's see how we can finish today. We did joins.
Yeah, we did joins. And we also did, I think, case also.
We did joins, we did case. That means we should be done. That means we have done almost everything we need now. If you have done joins, you have done. So the only thing, maybe that database I sent, maybe that one will help. We have seen how to do computations. That is calculating like revenues, profit, gross margin. We have shown how to do that now.
Okay. mentioned something like that
Yes,
in the last class.
specifically in the last class.
Oh, we have done that.
Yes.
That means that.
Said we're going to round up SQL today.
I just want to know what I have not yet touched, but it seems to have touched most things.
So you said that you come back to joints, that there are some things that
Now I gave you guys that database to. Did anybody try it to open it?
I just opened it now.
Okay, let's.
So Dr. Francis, sorry, after opening the database, what do I do? I've been able to open it.
So once you have opened it, so you can see the script like this now, right?
Yes, yes, I can.
Hey, just click run now.
Okay, it's okay.
Just run it.
Okay, I have.
Okay, so from what we have done so far, which part is not very clear to us? Which part is not very clear?
For me, I don't know about the people, but maybe because I've not revised yet to by all those joints, then the one limitation.
So for me, it was a joint.
The joints, right? Okay, the joints. What again? Case was it clear? You know when to use the case?
Other people should answer. For me, I need to revise. I need to go back. I've not really.
Okay.
I think one of the classes I was not even around. So I don't want to drop it back. So maybe after I've watched the videos, if I have issues, maybe I can meet some of the group members.
Okay. So joints. What again?
Maybe you can talk to us about the case.
Maybe if we have time, we can talk about the
you can
case.
just revise.
Case again. Okay. Then what again? Because especially that joints, because as data analyst, that's actually what you have to need. How to link tables together. Because that's why we need, after this SQL, we have to go back to Excel. So I'll now show you how to connect your Excel to the database. Okay. So especially for those of you that have the, what they call it, Microsoft SQL Server. You know it's Microsoft, right? So it is easy to connect. So I'll show you how to connect that Microsoft SQL Server to Excel. Okay, but the syntax, most of them are similar. Okay, just little differences there. Okay, so what again? So apart from the joints, what again? I hope nobody joined. Did anybody join newly today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey. Please, don't panic. Just watch and just ask. Don't panic. Yeah, because you know when you start SQL from the middle. In fact, this we're almost going towards the end.
No, so is there any plan to even start with us that just joined the program from the start? Is there maybe like a timeline when this particular
SQL, right?
finish? Maybe I don't know where the end goal is, but maybe when this will finish and a new and we'll go and start from scratch or something like that?
From scratch. Let me see. I don't know when that will happen for SQL. The thing is that, first of all, we have started with Excel, right? So from Excel, we are trying to finish SQL. Okay. But what we have done in Excel is just some part of Excel. So we'll do Excel 1. Then next week again, we'll come back to Excel 2 again. Try and build on what we have done before. So connecting this SQL inside Excel. Can you see that? So
Yes.
go back, do some other things in Excel. Then from Excel, then we may go into maybe Python. I don't know, depends on what we want. Python, then maybe after Python, we can go into Power BI. Then after Power BI, we'll go back to Excel again. Excel is so wide, so you can't just finish everything. Then after that, we may go into R, then maybe Tableau. Then maybe after we are done with this, then we can now start going
like
back.
2 years from now.
It's not 2 years.
It's months.
At least before the year runs out. But that's why you have the recordings now, so you can always watch the recordings. Alternatively, what I am also looking at, especially for those who have joined, normally we start by 1. So what we can do, maybe by 12. So before that 12 to 1, we can use that to just revise certain things before 1. Then we'll now start with others. So that's the other alternative.
Okay, I think that works.
So people that want revision can also join.
Exactly.
Okay. When can we start this particular one? Maybe next week.
Can watch the videos too.
I mean next week, but do you have access to the videos?
I don't think so.
IJ, please try and create maybe an Excel file where you have the videos. You get, so that you just share that video and they'll be clicking on the link and to open these videos for them.
Okay, sir.
I think I will share one. IJ, you can use that. I had compiled one myself.
Please, if you can share that up to the last one of last week. Maybe what you just do, you just write Excel, then link them, then SQL, you link them, you get. So it can flow. So that's just it. Okay. But at least you have heard of a database now, right?
Yeah.
How many people there? Huh? How many people there?
Hello.
I'm not today, okay, yeah? I go need to move.
RN, no, RN.
By the way, is there any hosts here?
So the problem is that usually for these our meetings, the host is the LBS staff. It's
Maybe you have to tell Jacinta to give you host.
Yes.
You get, so that we can easily manage the session. All right, so let's start. So basically, we want to access a database. How do we check the database? How do we check the database?
Show database.
Show what?
Database.
Databases, right? Show database. Then we link all the databases from, isn't it? Yes. Alternatively, I can say what? If I want to see the database and the table names, what do I do? I want to see the database and table names.
I say use from information schema also.
You say what?
I say select star from
information schema.
Select star from information schema.
Is this schema?
Schema, right? Dot
Dot.
what?
Dot tables.
Dot tables. So it will list the database and the tables, right? The database and their tables. Can you see that now?
Yeah.
So if I want to select a particular table, now what do I do?
Select star from.
Say
Okay.
use.
That use now. At what when do we need? You always need that use.
You need to select the table first before you can use.
You don't always need to use.
You don't always need to use, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know when we started, yes, I will show you how to say use, but now we understand how to write it out in full. So we don't always need to say use. So if I was to pick these superstores now, right?
Yes.
These superstores, or let's say employee records. So if I want to pick employee records, how will I pick employee records?
Select all.
Select star from.
Select star. Select star means
From.
select everything.
Everything. Yes.
From where?
Superstores.
Superstores.
Dot.
I can't see.
The employees dot superstores.
Okay, so I want to pick these employee records.
Employee dot.
Employee record.
Employees
employee
like
dot.
the database name, isn't it? Dot
Yes.
table
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, employee
Plus
dot.
employee records.
Records. And then we run it. Unknown database employee. Let's check it again. Is it employee or employees? Employees. So you see that S. Employees, employee records. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So can you see that?
Yeah.
If you want to pick another table again, if I was to pick another table, let's see which other table can we pick again. Okay, let's say employee records.hr, right? So let me select star from where?
Employee records.
Employee
underscore records.
Yes,
HR.
.hr. Run that. So that's it. Isn't it? So if I was saying use, that means I will not need this one anymore. I will not use the database name again. I'll just use select star from HR. Okay. But you see, with this one, that means I can link different tables together from different databases. Okay. Which means if I don't want to pick the entire table, I can just select the columns. So for example, if I just want to select the employee ID, the division, the qualification, maybe the gender, then let's say year of birth, right? So what do I do? Select what? Select what?
Select all. Sorry, select qualification.
So I want to pick employee ID first. Employee ID,
Qualification.
Qualification, yes.
Comma, gender, comma, year of birth.
Year of birth.
From employee underscore records dot HR.
Then please, for those who are just joining it, please, IJ, can you send the download link where they can download MySQL Workbench?
Okay, that's the one you sent to us at first, right?
Yes, so that they can just download it
Okay,
while they are waiting.
Okay.
to select employee ID. So which means I don't want the entire table, it's only what I need. So I run that. Okay. And I have that. Okay. Then we mentioned that sometimes if you want to change, for example, I don't want this one to show as year of birth. I want it to show as what? Year. So what do? I want to show it as year. Or
Year of birth.
Then date of birth. Yes, I want to change it to date of birth.
So year of birth space.
Yeah, space DOB, isn't it? So this is called what? So can I say DOB? Isn't it? Now, sometime, assuming I want to maybe get the age. If I want to get the age, how will I get the age? The age. If I want to calculate the age, how will I calculate this age?
So somehow we have to do 2022 minus DOB.
Okay, 2022 minus what?
DOB.
DOB. Like this. Remember, I've removed DOB from here. Okay, so minus DOB like this, is it not?
Yes.
So if I run this now, what do you expect to see?
Their age.
Their age, right?
Yes.
Aha. You see, it doesn't understand.
Wahala.
So it does not see the alias, but rather you must understand the column name. You get what you are subtracting is from the column name. As, or I can leave space age. Which one do you prefer, space or as?
Use the as. Let me know. I don't know the as.
As age. So here I'll say as date of birth. So I'll run it now. So can you see that now?
Yes.
Right. Again, I can say where, maybe I want to select where what gender, where gender is what? Is, let's say, female. You understand this, right? Where gender is what? Female. So when we are using this where clause, what are we doing?
We are filtering.
You are filtering. So that where clause is like a filter, isn't it? You can see that. So now yes.
Now, when we run the query, when we say year of birth as DOB, now if you want to use, does the system still recognize DOB, or you have to always use the year of birth even after this query?
Okay, now look at it. You see, for the where clause, right? The where clause does not understand the, what they call it, does not understand that alias, right? Okay. Or date of birth. So that's why it is safer to use the column name itself. Okay. But I think group by will understand it. So let me say, for example, let me say this as, let me say as Jen, right? Let me run this. So this will be Jen, female, isn't it? So now if I say where Jen is female, can you see that? Where Jen is female, then I now run it. Can you see it does not understand Jen? So you always have to call it by column name. Okay, where Jen is. So you have to call it by the column name. Okay. Now, for example, if I want to now, let's say I want to get the average age the average age. So how will I get the average age now? I want to get the average age of the of the gender. To get the average age of the gender, what will I do? Average age.
Order by.
Order by. Now, what is order by? What does order by do? Order by.
Sort. That's to sort.
Order by is to sort now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Order by. But if I say order by DOB, you see order by DOB. Now let's see. Order by DOB. Now let's run and check. Order by DOB. So can you see? Did he sort it for you?
Yes.
How did he sort it?
In descending order.
In descending order. Right? In descending order. So if I want to do it the other way around, in ascending order. Did this one work? Okay. If I say in descending order, let's see, descending order. So that will now come from the oldest to.
Sorry, in normal English, descent is supposed to be from big to small now.
Big to small, right?
But
Big
this
to
one
small.
now is.
Did it follow big to small?
This one is not small to.
No, 1993.
Oh, okay.
So 19.
Not the age.
No. Okay, if I put age now, if I put age, can you see now?
Okay, yes.
I can put age, okay. Now, if I want to summarize it now, I want to summarize just like we're doing pivot table now, so that I will get the gender and the age. Is it not gender and the age? So what will I do? The gender and the age. So what do I do? I'll use what? Group by, is it not? Group by what? Group by gender. But in this case, I may not need this way again. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So I want to just bring them together like you have in your pivot tables. Okay. So if I run this now, group by gender, but remember this group by works on aggregates. So which means if I want to get this, what do I now do? I will now have to get the what? Average of, is it not? The average of this minus this, which is the age, is that not?
Yeah.
So let's run and check. So can we see now? But don't forget, we don't need all this other this thing there. We don't need all those ones there. So that it can come out in the proper way that we need it. Even this date of birth, we don't need date of birth. You know what it's doing there? It's just only picking the data. But if you're in Excel, this is how the result would have come out. You just have your gender and age. I think this is how we have it in Excel now. If you were to do a pivot table in Excel. Are we clear with this?
Yes, sir.
All right. What again? What again do we need? Even if I was to say, for example, let me run this again and check. You know, for example, you can say, okay, give me the average age. Give me the average age of male and female. Where what now? let's say where year of recruitment, where, okay, or let me say where last performance score. Let's say where last performance score is greater than what now? Let's say greater than 10.
Okay.
Let's say greater than 10. So let's look at it. So what we want to summarize, we want to get the gender, isn't it?
Yes.
Get the average age. Where the last performance score is greater than 10.
So it's going to give us for all the people that have more than 10.
Exactly, more than 10. So can you see it's different now?
Yes.
So it means on average, it is the older people.
Yeah.
Is it not? More matured people now that who have performance score greater than 10 on average. All right, I think we're clear with this now. So group by, so we have seen the group by, order by. You know what limit does now, right? Limits. Limits. What does limit do for you?
Yes, you select unique items.
Limits.
You want to select a unique.
Limits. What does limits do?
Maybe like you want to pick like the top 5.
Yes, like top 5. So if you are using a Microsoft SQL server, you use top 5. But here you use limit 5, but you have to sort it. You get, but in a Microsoft, you just type top 5 and to show you. Okay, that's fine. Then let me quickly explain that. You guys said joins, right?
Yes.
Joins. Okay, joins. All right, let me see joins. Now, before we go to that join, let's look at this. Have we imported this table here? Have we imported this this database, this vanning database? Have we imported it? So let's say select star from vanning manufacturing.customers. So let's open that. Let's look at it. Now, what we are going to do is like we are going to, so let me copy all these ones out. So copy all field names. Let me copy all the field names. Okay. Or what you can do is just quickly, once you look at the table, can you tell me what is the primary key here? Can you tell me the primary key? What is the primary key?
Customer
number. That's the primary key, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, customer number. So I can take all these other ones out. Customer numbers, or customer number. So that's the primary key there, right? So if I go to the next one, let me pick employees. What is the primary key here?
Employee number.
Employee number. Do you know why I'm bringing it out?
You want to link the two tables?
Yes, you want to look at what is going to link the two tables. Okay. The next one is what now? Offices, right? So let me run that and check. What is the primary key here? What is the primary key here?
The office code.
Office code.
Office code. But actually, when you are doing this, you will use what they call it entity diagram. It's called an entity diagram. So where you see it, you know how you have that your star schema.
Yes.
Where, for example, I will write maybe customer, but first of all, I will have my fact table. Then I will start linking it with what? The dimension tables. Do we remember? The dimension tables. Okay, there must be something linking them. Okay, so why you need to know all the column names? Because sometimes this table will be linked with this table. But you want to now check, is this table, can it be linked with this table? Because if this table is not linked with this table, that means for me to link it to this table, I have to link it with another table. You get? So that means I have to be looking at what connects this guy with this guy. That is the only time now that I can now indirectly link with this. Okay? Because if I'm to bring the three tables together, there must be something that will connect all of them together. Okay? So that why we must identify what is the word primary key, so that when we sit on another table, we now know that is the foreign key that is what connecting them. All right. I'm sure we are clear with that concept now. Are we clear with that concept of the foreign key?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Because that's the only thing that will help us. Then here, what's the primary key here?
Order number.
Order number. Which other one again?
Is the primary key order number? It's not repeated several times.
Where is it?
The order number.
So that order number, if it's repeated several times, it's telling you something. What is that? You know, like in these ones, it may just, you may not see any repetition. So where is it? Let's say like office. Is it not? There's no repetition, is it not? Yeah. Why this one? No repetition. Yeah. What does that tell you about the order number, orders, and other details? What does that tell you?
Is that the order number could have, you have multiple products in an order.
Multiple products in an order, yes. So what that tells you is that when you are doing your relationship, this is the many, this is your fact table. Remember, it's the fact table that has the many. The dimension table just has the one. So that's the one to many. You remember? Hey, yes, if you don't remember it, then we have to go back to which table that I used to explain it that there was a table where we tried to build that superstore data now, where we grouped orders table, customer table, geography table, and product table, isn't it? And we noticed that those the geography table, the product table, and location table, those ones, you remember we removed all the duplicates there now, isn't it? To make sure they are unique. Why the orders table? That means we can have many transactions there. One customer can have many transactions. So that is the many. But in this case, what they have now done, instead of you having one big orders table, they have now broken it into two. You now have the order table and you have the orders details. Can you see that? But this is what is linking to this. Okay. Then we now have what again? Payments. Sorry, this is the same order number, right? For orders, it's still the same orders number.
Yes.
Now, did you notice something now? Do you notice that these orders also have customer number?
Yes.
So what does that mean?
It's like the foreign key?
Yes, which means I can determine the orders of the customer by connecting what now? By connecting what? What can I connect?
Customer
now?
number and the other
Customer
number.
number, exactly, with this table. Can you see that?
Yes.
That's it. Can you see that?
Yes.
So either ways, you can connect to both tables. Okay. So let's look at payments. 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 What is the primary key there?
Customer number.
Customer number. Now you are noticing something. What can you notice now?
Some of the tables have the same primary key.
Is it not?
Yes.
Which means I can easily connect these two together, isn't it? I can connect these two together and get the data there. Then what again? Product. Now you see the difference when you're working with Excel. In Excel, they would have given you one full table. It's not one big table, right? But you see, before you get that big table, it's already got it from the different databases. Then they now bring all of them together as one. Then that's what they export to you. But here they are now broken down into smaller tables. So product lines. So let's run that and check. So here, do we have any? Here, is there any primary key here?
There's no number per se. Yeah.
Okay, no number per se.
But can we use product lines?
Can we use product lines? Okay. Now let's check. So for now, the only thing we can see is maybe like product lines. Product lines. Okay, not any other thing there again. Okay. Now let's now check which is the other one now. Products. So now let's check products. So let's check products. So we have product code, product name, product line. So in this case, it's going to be what? Product what? Product code. But do you see there's product line here too?
Yes.
Can you see there's product line too?
Yes.
So let me write product line here, so that I will now know where they will be matched. Can you see that?
Yes.
So which means if I want to get a product table, that product table is combination of what? These two tables. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So there must be something connecting those two tables together. So which means if I want to bring everything as one table and call it product table, right? So what can I do? If I want to bring it as one table now, what do I do?
I think you use join.
That is where a join now comes in. Can you see that? That's where a join now comes in. And they can be in different databases. They can be connected in different databases, but I can bring them all together. Okay, so that is where your join now comes in. Are you clear with that? So if I want to bring it as one full table, so I want to call it a product table. I want to have a product table. So which means this product table is supposed to have what? the product code, product name, product line, right? The product vendor, the product description, quantity in stock, buy price, MSRP. Which MSRP is what now? MSRP. What can that be?
That's the price, sir.
Price. Buy price. Is it like selling price?
It's like base price, sir.
What do you call it? Base price?
Yeah, it's like the base price before before other costs are added.
Okay, then buy price is which one?
Buy price.
Or buy price, that base price, then this is when maybe they have added their markup or something. So that's why normally in a database, right, as data analysts, if they give you that data, they will give what they call data dictionary. Have you heard of a data dictionary? So it's just like, for example, this MSRP, they will put it there, then they write the description, what it means, how it was measured, or what is the implication. So you have a sheet like that. Okay. All right, good. Then if I go to the product lines, can you see how short this table is? That means I have to match this one, is it not? So what I need is this description. So when I go to this product, for this product, it's going to what? Describe everything for me. This product description, let me see, product description and this product text description, are they the same thing? No, they are not the same thing. So let us see how we can bring them together as one thing. Okay, which means what do? I want to select the entire table, but if I'm not selecting the entire, I'll just select only the columns. Okay, but for now, let's select the entire table. So let's start from where now? So let me start from product so that you can see it. So this is the full table, right? This is the bigger table. So I will say select what? Start from where?
Any manufacturing dots.
Product, right? So I've selected that first table. So let me do it like this. Select start from. What do I want to do? I want to join it, is it not? So either I say inner join or I say join. So inner join what? Inner join which table now?
Product lines.
Product lines.
Product lines, yes. Product lines. Product lines. What am I joining on? Join on what now? What am I joining on? What am I joining it on? What am I
Is it
joining?
The primary key of?
Yes,
is it the primary key of product lines?
What am I linking the two tables with now?
Product code.
Is it product code? Do I have product code in both of them?
Oh.
We have product lines.
I have product line.
Product line.
In this table, I have product line, is it not?
Yes.
On this product lines table, I also have product line. So which means that join it on what? Join where product line is equals to what? Product line. Is it not where they match? Is that not where they match?
Yes.
Yes.
So where product line is equal, is it line or lines? Is equals to product line. Can you see that?
Sorry, you said on product line is equal to product line. So
yes, now. So look at it again. On this table, on this product line, on this product lines table, this is product line.
Yes.
On this products table,
yes,
this is still product line. You know,
yes,
so we are saying
yes.
where join it on where what product line is equals to what product line, where they are the same.
Okay. Okay.
You understand? So as long as they match, give it to me. If they don't match, exclude them.
Okay.
You see that? That's how we are going to
Yes.
what? Get a full table.
So sorry, Dr. Francis. So for you to join a table, there must be something that connects the two tables.
Yes, now.
Okay. Okay. I get
That's
it.
how I
there must be a field that they have in common.
Yes, there must be something that have in common. For example, if I want to check employees,
Yeah.
this employees table now, is there any
Yes.
link between employees table and products table? Is there any link between this employees table and products table? Is there any link
No.
between employee table and products table?
No. No.
Isn't it? There's nothing now.
Yes.
That's why this cannot be equal to product line will not have anything that will be equal to anything there.
Okay.
Is it not? It's just like asking,
Yeah.
waiting for sign file with toothbrush. Isn't it? No relationship.
Yeah.
So what we are looking for are the ones that have that link, that relationship.
Okay. Okay. I get it now. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that. So for me to connect employees,
Yes.
so just imagine now, you want to find out how well an employee performs. Is it not? By how much he sells. Can you see that? By how much he sells. Which means if I check the products he sells, I cannot see him there. Right? I can't see how much he sells. But that means there must be on that table where will tell me how much he sells. Is that not true?
Yeah.
So I will now check. So that means for me to connect my product table and employees table, there must be something else.
Yeah.
You get that? So I have to now
Yes.
look at it. Okay, which table will now show me that? Let me see others. If others table have anything with employees. Is there anything with employees here? No. Let's check customers. Anything with employees there? Employees. Can you see employees
Yes.
number?
Sales
Can you
employer
see sales
number.
rep employee
Yes.
number? So somehow
Yes.
can I see now that I can connect employee with customers, right? If I have their product there, then I can link it to products. So which means to me to get that kind of analysis, that means I need to connect like 4 or 5 tables together. Can you see that now?
Yes.
So without that joint, you cannot bring. So that's your superstore data you are seeing. They must have joined from different tables to bring it as one. You see that? So that's what we are trying to see now. So let's see how we can bring it up. Now remember again, if I run this, what do you think will happen? If I run this query like this, what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen?
Join the two tables together.
If I run this two, if I run
And
it
the
like
primary
this,
key will be product line.
yeah. So what do you think will happen? If I run it like this, what will happen?
Tables will join.
Yeah.
The two tables will be joined together, and as she said,
together.
like
With this
Who's-
syntax, will it work like this code? Will it work like where you have the exact name in one table is the exact name in another table? Last week we explained it now. That if I run it with exact name, it will tell you that what it is ambiguous.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
So why is it ambiguous? Because it doesn't know this, is it from product table or is it from product lines? So that's why you have to specify. This product line is from products, dot. Why this table is from where? Product line.
don't.
Do we remember that?
Yes.
But now,
Don't remember that.
correct this product lines equal to.
Sorry. Product lines like this, right?
Yes.
So this is from product table and this is from product lines table. Okay, so let's run and check. Now, can you see now? Which means which two columns match together? Which two columns are supposed to match together?
Product lines, columns.
So let me now export it to Excel so you can see it in Excel. See, that's the one we understand. So let me call it product table. So can you see the CSV file?
Yes.
So let me go and open it in Excel so that since you can understand it better in Excel. Product table. Okay. All right. Products. Just open. Okay, products table. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
All right. So can you see one part? So this is product line now. So let me put it in an Excel table. Then that's in the image. I have images there. So let me take it from here. Okay. Let me reduce the size so that I can see it a little bit. Can you see that it has joined both tables together now?
Yes.
Now you will notice that, can you see product line 2?
Yes.
So that means that product line 2 must match with this product line.
Sorry, Dr. Francis, were you the one that put the 2 there or
The 2?
Yes, product line 2.
No, I did not put. I'm not the one that put it. It's the system that will pick it automatically. You know, because it's an Excel table.
Yes.
Then do it again. Look at it. Can you see it here? Product line.
Yes.
In the other table, product line.
Okay, here it splits the table into 2 different tables. So,
Because I use that Excel table. Now, but let me check something because I'm seeing 7 point something there.
something went wrong because
Are you seeing that it has moved? Something has moved. So let me see where. That is why when you are building your database, you see why that consistency is important. Because if they are not consistent, when you are trying to link them, they will start giving you issues. So always confirm that what you have done is giving. So this is for this, okay. So let's go to the other one. So this one, so what is the problem here? So like it splits hood doors. So this hood door is supposed to be at where now? So this hood, open, stroke, and wheels. Can you see that? It split it. That's why it's now, these values are now coming, it now split it here. But let's check all that this. But normally, this one, this product line is supposed to match. Let me bring it out. Let me copy that one out so that we see that. So this one, let me copy it out. Can you see this one is supposed to match exactly with this? Can you see that? They're supposed to match exactly. That is how you know it has joins. Can you see the joins? That is the inner join. That is why when we use that Venn diagram, it's telling you that this table will join this table. Can you see this one, that this inner join? Can you see the inner join?
Yes.
So that's what you are seeing here. This is what the intersection you're seeing here.
Yeah.
So that's the intersection that you are seeing between those two tables.
Did you move them close together?
You said?
How did it get come close together?
No, I'm the one that copied and pasted.
Okay.
So that we can see that it match exactly. So do you understand what this inner join is doing now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's go back and check whether this problem is coming from that database or is coming from Excel. You see, that's why I say that even when they send you the data, sometimes that data is still not clean. Do you understand? You now have to now clean it and understand the table before you can start working. That's why I say almost 80 to 90% of the time as a data analyst, spend that time on cleaning. But the most important thing, first of all, you need to first of all get that data. Right? So once you have got the data now, you now have to now clean it then before you now start the analysis. Okay, so let's go back to the SQL and check. So where it has merged now, right? Where it has merged, are we seeing? And that thing again, did I show you how to create a view?
A what?
View, to create view.
That sounds new.
I'm not sure. No, sir.
No.
Okay, which means that, so you see the way I have joined this table now, right?
Yes.
So I want to call it product table. Do we have anything called product table here? No, product table. So what I can say, I'll say create view. Called what? Product table. As you see that now. So if I run this now, duplicate name product line. Where is that? Where is it saying? Product line.
Say duplicate column name.
Yeah, come, let me first see. This one works, right? So create view table name as. So what's the problem here? Duplicate name. Okay, let me see if I call it.
It's create view product underscore table as.
Yeah. So what we are trying to do now is that instead of me calling this syntax, I will only call this one. But I'm trying to see why that problem is. Okay, duplicate name, product line. Okay. Do you understand what the problem is? You know, when we are going to create that table there, it's going to have two columns that are exactly the same name.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
You see that? That's why the problem is telling me. Because I want to create a table such that I will have a distance. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. I will not select the entire table. I want to select some columns. Do you understand? I want to select some columns. So let me select some columns. So let me select. So I want to select product name. Let me select product good. Product good, comma, product name, comma, let me take one product line, comma, let's say, what again do we need? Let's say quantity in stock, comma, buy price, comma, any other thing again. Now in this other table, this product lines table, let me see what table can we pick from there. So let me pick text description. Text description. Okay. From these products, let me pick product description. Let me put it side by side. Product description. The other one was text description, right? Text description. Let me pick product description. product description, yeah, comma. All right. So which means what I am picking from this table. So look at it. If I pick this now from this table, I'm not picking the entire table now, right? I'm only picking selected columns. What did he say? Ambiguous. What is ambiguous? Product line. Okay. It's like that product line is going to cause problems for us. So let me run it here. So this is it now, isn't it? I have joined it on this. Can you see that? So have you seen I've joined the two tables now? But I didn't select the entire table. I only selected some columns. So I selected these ones from product table, selected this one from product line table. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to now create a view. So instead of me typing everything here, so let me create view. So have you seen I've created a view now? So which means instead of me typing this code now, I will now say what? Select star from where? From where? Products. So this will now give me that same table. So this is called a vector. It's like a virtual table. Like a virtual table. So it is not the real table, but what we are just doing, we are just picking it virtually. That's why we say in database, a database is more than a table. Can you see that? So you see in the database, we have tables, we have views, we have stored position, we have functions. That will say a database is more than tables. So these views, if I refresh now, you will see product. Can you see product now?
Yes.
Can you see the product now?
Yes.
So that product is like the virtual table. So
Sorry, Dr. Francis.
Yes.
Let me just understand this thing well. So from your normal database that you have, you selected product code, product name, as in like you want to see this view, this is what you want.
Yeah, this is what I want to see. I don't want to be
only
typing.
what you want to see.
Yes.
Okay.
So instead of me calling, so everything now, I want to now like create another table for it and call it product.
Yes, okay.
So that is when you use a view.
So this
Yes.
So this view that we just created, so like it doesn't have the products line field that we use to merge the two together.
No.
The product line was giving us issues.
Yes, because if I connect it to this table, it means it will have product line. And in database, that's what they call redundancy. You get, and you're also adding much more columns that you don't need. If it was Excel will allow you to do it. But in database, it does not allow you. Okay.
And so we could have exported this one too. And
exactly. So instead of me always typing this one to connect it, I will just take this one. I'll just say select star from product table. So I can call this one product table. Then create view. If I say select star from product table, I can run that. So this will now be my product table. So that view enables you to deal with complex queries. So instead of me typing all those plenty queries, I'll just say create a view as this. Okay. So that's when you now use the view. So the view, because this is not a real table, this is a table from another table. Can you see that? All right. Now we are going to see that. Let's say, for example, this is table 1, this is table 2, this is table 2, this is table 3, this is table 4, this is table 5, this is table 6, this is table 7, this is table 8. Now imagine I want to connect these 8 tables together. I want to connect these 8 tables together. How do you think we'll do it? I want to connect these 8 tables together.
We have to first find what is common
common
to.
to all
Yes,
of
you
them.
must find what is common to them. Which means if I want to add something else to this now, for example, so let me take this. But you're clear with the views now, right? How to create the view.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let me do another one. So let me see, for example. So let me select everything. Let me select everything. So select star from, all right, good. So this one is the one we are clear already on how we select everything, isn't it? How we select everything. All right. Now, okay, another thing I would have showed you again. Another thing I would have showed you again. You see, when we selected, I think it was here, when I selected product line, right? So when I tried to create a view, it gave me an error, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it was here, it gave me error.
Yes.
It's saying ambiguous.
Good. So another thing you can do here, you can call the table. Which table do I want to see it from? Okay, I want to call it from product dot. Can you see that?
Yes.
Product dot product line. Can you see that? So I'm not saying, okay, take this product line from this. So let me run it and see now. Okay. If that one is still telling you, okay, say table already exists. So let me call it what should I call it now? Product table. Yeah. So let me run it now and see. Can you see now it has worked?
Yes. So what's the difference?
So which means I can call the table name with the column name. You know what I've been showing you before? You can call the database and the table name. Now in this case, I can call the table name and the column name. Do you see that? Can you see the difference now? You know, before I was only calling the column name, but you say, I don't know who you are talking about. Is it from product or is it from product lines? And I said, no, you are taking this column name from product table. Can you see that?
Yes.
Now, this is because they are in the same database. Assuming it was in a different database, then I will not call the database name as Vanning Manufacturing. Can you see that? I will not call the name in full. You know at home, when they call your full name, you know you're in trouble.
Yes.
Is it not? When they call your full name, Okoye Francis Arinze, you know there's problem. So that's the same thing. That if it was in a different data, if they're all in different database, then I have to now call that database name. That is his surname, his middle name, that is like the table name, and his name. So I will call it in full. Then say yes, sir. Can you see that? So because these ones they are in the same, table, they are in the same database. So that's why even if I call it, it may not work. But if they all in different database, I have to now call the full name in full. I have to call the full name. So this is Vanning Manufacturing. I will have to call the full name. So these are now the little things that we need to now take. Can you see that? Can you see I've called it? The database name, the table name, then the column name. Can you see that now? So if I say select star from where now? Product table 1. Can you see that's worked now? Can you see product line has come out now?
Yes.
Yes, so that's how. So those are now the little things you now need to take note of, especially when you are doing joints. So that's why I say, as data analysts, this is why they need you to understand SQL. Okay, because sometimes these tables, these data, they're already in the database, but they are distributed. They can be in different databases. So your own job is to first of all know what the problem is, know your question. So based on the question, you know the variables you need, isn't it? So from those questions, to answer those questions, you need what? The data. Now you now need to ask yourself, where can I source this data from? The data can now be what? In different what? Databases. So your own job is now how to what? Pull these different data from the different what? Database and bring it in one place. Can you see that? That's why as a data analyst, you need to learn how to what? Extract data. And that's the essence of you learning what? SQL. Once your data has come up now, then you can now use whatever tool you now want to now do your what? Analysis or your report. Are we clear with that?
Yes,
Are we
sir.
clear? All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, assuming I want to.
Sorry,
Yes.
sir. So is this join? We use join when we want to join, when it's from different databases or on
Different tables or different databases, yes.
Okay, different tables and different databases.
Databases, yes.
So when we do that, it creates a new table. Does it create a new table for us?
Yes, this is not the full table, yes.
The new table can that be saved? Can you save this table?
Yes, now that's what I'll show you. Export now. Export.
Okay, export.
This is what normally IT people do for you. IT, please, oh, I need the product table. They will just join it for you and send to you. So that's why most files you get from IT usually saved as a CSV file.
Yeah.
Then that's what you now take to your Excel to now do your report.
Yeah,
Okay.
but on this, does it save it as a table on this workbench?
Yes, now that Excel file I showed you now from here. Man. That CSV file, exactly what you are seeing here, like this, is what it exports to you in that CSV.
Okay, I've seen what I was actually looking for. All right, thank you.
Okay. So if, for example, if I export now and I call it, let me say product tab. Product tab. Can you see that? Product tab. So let me now go. Can you see in that first one we don't have product line? Okay, that one we merged in the two parts, but here we selected not everything. So let me come and check it now. Let me come back to my Excel. Product, I said that's product tab, right? Product
Yes.
tab. Okay, I've seen it now. Product tab. Product tab. Yes. So let me share. Can you see the table now?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, did you notice that it did not merge, it did not scatter it like the way it did that first one? Where we are seeing product, we are seeing some numbers here.
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yeah. So what's the difference now?
It's the same thing, only that because this product distribution was so large that he had to exceed he exceeded the column and entered another column. So that's why I had to shift them. But here in this case, I didn't select the entire table, I only selected certain columns. The product code, product name, product line, quantity, buy price. Can you see that?
Yes.
Which means if I want to analyze this now, I may not necessarily need this product description, isn't it? I may not necessarily need this text description. Can you see how wide it is? That's why it's entering other columns. So now this is the table. For example, this is a table we are familiar with now, right? So if I if I put it in a table like this,
sorry, control what did you use? Control T.
Control T, yes. So if I come here and I say value, or let's say amount. If I say amount, let's say amount. How do I get, so if I want to get the amount now, what will it be? Or the value of
quantity.
It will be
times price
this times what?
times buy price.
Times buy price. Isn't it?
Then drag.
Then I drag it down. Anyways, why is it not picking everything for me? Okay. Okay, you know, initially when I imported the table, you see how wide it's picking it because of the columns.
Yeah.
So I had to now select and say, no, don't go everywhere. Just leave me from here. Then Control T. You see that? Control T. But if I decide to pick maybe this space now, Control T. So that I can call this one, let's say amount. Then here is equal to this multiplied by this. So these are in quantity, these are in amounts. Why is it breaking? Okay, there's still a table. This thing has entered somewhere else. Okay, that's why. Okay. That's all. So let's take that. Okay, so these two will be in Naira, right?
Yes.
This will be in Naira. So I can go to, so let me do my, so let me call it product. And summarize. Then I can now say, okay, product name, amount. Can you see that? Then if I want to get my top 10 products, let's say my top 10 by amount. Product, this is total value of the product. So this is what we are used to now, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this is what I want to do next week now. So right inside Excel, I want to connect to a database. Did you see that? So I don't have to go into this thing proper, into that database in detail, but I will enter the database from Excel.
Okay.
Okay. And because this is what
So
you
did you,
need.
so did you say from Excel you access MySQL database?
Yes, but not. But in this case, you know, MySQL is Oracle. Excel is Microsoft. So you see, they don't really have that connection. But what I will do, I will connect in what they call it, Microsoft SQL Server. If I come here to data, right? Can you see get data? Can you see from database? Now you can connect from Access or Microsoft SQL Server. Can you see that? So I can now connect straight to Microsoft SQL Server. So this is what we are going to be doing next week.
That means we have to download Microsoft SQL Server.
For those who have, yes, but if you don't have it, then that's fine. You can download it. But those who already have, there's no need. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. All right. Okay. So we understand what we're trying to do now, right? So now imagine I want to connect another table to it. So let's say another table that's so this is products, right? So this is products. Let me see others. Let me see others. Other details. Product code. Can you see product code here?
Yes.
Did we have product code in any of these ones?
Yes.
Which one?
In products.
So we have product code here, right? So look at it. So in others, was it others just now? Which table did I open just now?
Other details.
Other details. Okay. Okay. So other detail has what?
Product code.
Product code. Product code. So it has product code, which means if I want to join this table now, I will join what? Other details with what? With
Product.
this. So how will I join it now? I will say what? Inner join. Inner join what now?
Funny manufacturing products.
Inner join. Yes,
Planning,
branding,
manufacturing,
dot what?
Dot other
dot.
details.
Other details. Is it not? Join it on what?
Yes.
Join
On
it on
product
what?
code.
On what?
On products dot
Product
product code.
Code equal to what? Product code,
product
right?
Product.
code dot
Isn't it?
product. Yes.
Now, because they are exactly the same name, so what do I now do?
Products.
Product
No.
dot
So one
No,
is coming from
other-
where?
Other details. Other
Other
details
details dot
dot
product.
product code.
Then the other one is
equal
coming
to
from where?
products dot product code.
Products
Product dot
dot product code.
product code, like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, so let's run and check. Now I have joined product tables, including my what? Order. Can you see that now?
Yes.
So imagine that I want to join the 8 tables. So it's not like you are playing a game. So can you see I have 1 to 8. So I have seen, which one have I joined now? I have seen I can join what? Table what? I've seen table 4. I've joined what? So for example, I have 8 tables now. 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, isn't it? So I'll be able to join what? Product what? 7 and 8 together.
7 and 8. Then
Is it not?
I think
I
yes,
have
and
joined
Join
four.
4 and 8.
4 on what? 4 on what?
8.
4 and 8.
Yes.
4 and 8. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
4 and 8. Then I will look again. Okay. So customers. So let me see customers. So customer is where? So this customer number. So where and where can I see customer? I can see customer number here, 6. Is it not?
Yes.
1 and 6. So I can link 1 and 6 together. I
Yes.
can link 1 and 6 together. Okay. What again can I link again? Employee number and what now? So that way you have to look at, okay, this employee number. Isn't that code? There's office code. Is it not? So it means I can join what? 2 and 3 together. Are you seeing that? I can join 2 and 3 together. So let me quickly write it out. Office code. So this one also have office code. Then who again? Let me see office codes. Anything office code now? So I can see office code. I can see, okay, postal code. Sometimes where you notice that there's no office code, then sometimes you can use what? Postal code, or sometimes you can use phone number. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Where they don't exist, you have to now think of a way to now join these tables together. That is why, as data analyst, the most important thing first is that your domain. Once you understand, have that domain knowledge, that's what enables you to understand how things are connected in that field. Okay? Because when you are given the data set, you must understand what you are trying to achieve first. It is when it is clear, this is the problem, this is the question I'm trying to answer. Then now the data, you now take some time to now understand the data. Okay? So when we are doing this, all this I'm doing this in a very native way. So what most times they have, they call what they call the entity relationship diagram. This thing I'm doing here, there's a more technical way of doing it. It's called entity relationship or diagram. That star schema that we are talking about, they call
Yes,
it what? An entity relationship or diagram. But this is just a native way just to think about how it's what connected. Okay. Which other one again? So we have seen office. What about office details? We have seen office details. So we have order number, product code, even order line number, just in case. This one, order number, customer number. So this one also have what? Customer number. Which means I can connect what now? I can connect
5 and 6. 5
I can
and
connect
6.
5 and 6, or I can connect what? 1 and 5.
Yes.
Do you see that? I can connect what? 5 and 6, or I can connect
1 and
what?
5. 1 and 5. Yes.
No, 1 and 5, sir, not 2 and 5.
You said?
You can also connect 1 and 6. So
1 and 5.
6 and 1 and 6 as well.
1 and 6.
They both have customer number.
Lines are getting plenty.
Is that they are getting plenty now, isn't it? So what you are doing is what they call entity relationship diagram. If you have ever tried to study a database, you see what they call it. Like for example, in I don't know whether you have it here. In your Microsoft SQL Server, you will see it there. Entity relationship diagram. You can draw it there. I don't think it's here. But on your Microsoft SQL Server, you have it there. Okay, so we have seen 1 and 5, 5 and 6, right? Payments, let's see. So customer number, so that is 6. We have connected 6. Product lines, any other thing to connect? Product lines, that's the only one there. Product codes, product lines, product code, product line. All right. Is there anybody that is missing now? Is there anybody that is missing now from this connection?
No, I think everybody is connected to somebody.
Look at it well. There are some people that they are on their own.
Okay, 2 and 3 are on their own.
2 and 3 are on their own. So what's the problem there? 2 and 3. So employee. So that means that I need to connect my employees to determine. So for example, what type of question do you want to ask that will require you to deal with employees and your sales?
How many employees sold to a certain number of people?
Yeah, so that means employee and customer should be linked somehow.
Yes.
No. Okay, so employee and customer should be linked. So the only 2 people that are linked is employee number. We also have office code here, right? Office code.
Yes.
Any other one here? Nothing. Then we have office. We have office code. Nothing there. Okay. Customers, anything? Now, contact last name. Who is this contact?
That
Beautiful. Can you see now you have, can you see you have sales rep employee?
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yes.
So here we have what? Sales rep employee number. Employee number. So we can connect 1 and what now? We can connect what? 1 and 2 now, right? So if 1 and 2 is connected, that means 2 and 3 are connected, right? So is anybody missing now?
But sir, we are not sure that sales rep employee number is the same thing as employee number.
Can you see this last part? Employee number. Okay, but if you are not sure, right? If you are not sure, let's go back to employee number. So look at the patterns, how we have employee number. 1370, is it not? 154. So there are 4 digits.
Yes.
There are 4 digits now, isn't it?
Yes.
So that means if I run this one, I should expect employee number should also be 4 digits. Can you see that?
Yes.
If it was more than 4 digits, then that's when you can say maybe this and that thing I'm measuring. Can you see that?
Okay. Okay.
And take note, whenever we are dealing with inner joins, did you notice that when we are dealing with inner joins, when we are dealing with inner joins, can you see anywhere that you see null? Can you see anywhere that you see null?
Yes.
Especially where we have those our, what they call it now, the foreign key. If it is missing there, that means they do not have any relationship, so it will leave it out. That's what inner join, because there's no match. But if you are doing like a right join or a left join, then you still bring those ones as they are. Okay, but inner join is to ensure that what, where this guy match with this table, bring it out for me. But for your left join or right join, it's just like you are matching the tables, either on the right side or on the left side. Okay, so here we have seen that for customers, for this customer, we have picked customer name and we have seen a sales rep, isn't it? So we have connected 1 and 2 together. So who else is missing? Who else is missing? Is anybody missing again from this relationship?
Well,
But remember, I want to join the 8 tables together. So there must be something that is linking.
yeah. 7, 4, and 8 are on their own.
7, 4, and 8. 7,
That's
4,
yeah, 4,
and
7.
8.
4, 7, 8.
Yes, 4, 7, 8. Okay, they are linked. So there's no connection. So 1, 2, 3, somehow they are connected to 5 and 6, right?
Yes.
But there's now a gap here. So let's go back. So who is 4? Other details. Okay.
Yes.
That means other details should be linked with others. Is that true? Other details should be linked with others. Yes, now other number, other number. So 4 and 5 should be linked together.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So 4 and 5 can be linked together.
Yes.
So if 4 and 5 is linked together, 5 and 6 is linked together, then these guys are linked to this, then that means we are almost done. So check again.
Okay.
Anybody missing? Now, what is the essence of me drawing all these things here? Why am I drawing all these things? So that when I come here to inner join, so I will know which tables are joined together. So for example, this is product. Product is which table? Product is product what? This is 8.
8.
Product line is what? 7.
7.
Are you seeing that?
Yes.
So that means that take this table, this table 8, is it not? And table 7. Can you see that? Take table 8. Take table 8. Inner join table 7 on, can you see that? That column. So where the 2 of them meet, it means that there's a column that connects both of them. So that is on. Can you see that? Inner join now on what? Other details. Other details is which table now? Other details is table what now? Table what? 4. Table 4. Table what? 4.
4.
How am I joining them?
4.
How am I joining them now? I have to join. How is 4 connected? 4 is connected to who? To 8. Can you see that? 4 is connected to what? 8. So I will now join table what? 8 and table what? 4. Did you get this?
Yes.
So this is how we are going to, since we have seen the relationship, they are now all connected. You see, we had a lot of tables before. It's as if they were all different. But somehow there's what? A relationship. Now we can now bring all of them together. Then we can now have that, you know, that your superstore table, that big superstore data now that we have.
Yes.
So it is when they join all this together that you can now have that big Excel table like that.
Okay.
So that's how they came about it.
So that means we'll just keep doing inner join on this.
Yes, inner join.
Then find the next relationship, inner join on.
Exactly. So
until
exactly
all
where everybody match together, then to bring that table for you. To now bring that table for you. You now have one very large table. Otherwise, you can just run whatever analysis you want to do here. Once you have picked the selected queries that you want, then you can do the analysis right here. Then you can now export it either to your Power BI or your Power BI or your Excel. Then you start working there. But where you pick the table and so for example, now this is not so large, right? So it makes sense to, since this table is not so large, right? So it makes sense that we can export it to Excel and do the analysis there. But where the table is very large, right? Maybe for example, imagine this one. Imagine this table here, this employee record. Maybe it was a global office, right? And they have about 2 million staff. Now, if I export that data, can Excel open it? 2 million?
No.
No.
Can you open it?
No.
So that means whatever analysis I want to do, I will do it right here. Can you see? This is what you would have done in your Excel now. Is it not? This is what you would have done in your Excel.
Yeah.
When you export that data. But because that data now is too large for Excel, so what do you now do? It is now here, I will now do the analysis here and now export it. Can you see that? I'll now export it and call this one what? Gender by what? By age. So let's do gender by age. Okay. So I've exported it now to as a CSV file. So I'll do all the analysis like that, export them out. Then now I will come to, let me now open it for you. What do I call it?
Sorry, sir. Let me just make a Mr. Virtue.
Yeah, sorry.
Virtue, could you please mute him? Thanks.
Okay.
Sorry,
so,
sir.
So this is the table now, gender by age, is it not? This is gender by age, right? Do you see that this is the table, gender by age?
Yes.
So all those analysis we would have done, we have just exported them here. Because this is what you wanted to do with your pivot table now to analyze it.
Yes.
But now you just export it here and now do the analysis here. Now do the report here. Can you see why you cannot just rely just on Excel alone? You now need other tools to now help you. And that's why, again, when we also get to Python, we'll still be running SQL scripts inside Python. So as a data analyst, SQL is a very critical skill you must master. Okay, very critical skill you must master. I don't know if you are clear with joins now.
Yes, with inner joins. Yes.
It's to practice.
To practice it. It's just to practice. That's inner joins. The inner joints most especially, but the left and right joint. The left and right joint is just the only difference. I'm now doing the left and right joint is where I have inner joint. Where I have inner joint, I'll just say right joint. Can you see where I have inner joint now? I'll just say right joint. Now, if I say right joint, it's not matching where two of them are together. Do you get? It's not matching where this table is equal to this table, especially. It just say, give me, since these two columns are there, good. But just break them for me. Break this table for me and break this other table for me. Where the two of them are equal, put them there. Where there's nothing there, show me the data that is there. But if it's not there, to just put null for you. Okay. But with inner join, you will notice that you hardly have any missing data for inner joins, because it's matching what is in this table, exactly what is in this table. But right or left join is just like merging the table. Where there's missing data, it will bring the missing data like that for you. But with inner join, there's usually no missing data, especially where those two columns match. It will bring them for you. If that particular this thing was not in that table, it will remove it for you. Okay, so that's why that inner join is what is very critical. So what we have looked at in our Excel and SQL, so basically in SQL, what we have tried to look at, we have looked at how to, so we started by saying that in the SQL syntax, we have our DQL, we have DDL, DML, and what? Which other one again? DCL. Okay, but we didn't touch those other ones. We didn't touch those other ones. Okay. All right. So this is DQL. So under DQL was mostly what? Select. Can you see that? Why I say that as a data analyst, it's actually this DQL you need. Okay. Why DDL? We have seen we have create. Create what?
Use.
DDL. Create. Yes.
So,
Is this where we have use?
or use.
No. DDL.
Alter.
Create, alter, and what?
Alter.
Crop.
Crop.
Why DML? We have what?
Insert.
Insert. Insert, yes.
Update.
Update and what?
Delete.
Delete. So you notice that when we are querying, we hardly use any of this apart from when we wanted to create a view. Right? Now, other things we looked at, other syntax, we looked at use, right? We looked at use. What again did we look at?
Show.
Show. Show. We looked at show. Yes.
Looked at having, order by.
Yeah. So all those other syntax now. And remember, so let me take all these ones up first. Okay, use, show, okay. And remember the order that you must have what? Select, is it not? From, where, is it not? Group by.
Group by.
Having.
Yes.
Order by.
Order by.
Limit.
Good. Okay, limit. Okay. Other things we looked at. So we have also seen as, is it not? The alias.
Yes.
Alias, right?
Or we can use space.
Yes, or use space. Or space. Or space. Okay. We also looked at where we use the and, is it not? Or like, is it not? Use this the wildcard, is it not? Like. I hope you remember this like. So if I have Francis, or I have Francis, or I have, what does this mean? What does this tell you? What does this one mean? When I have that, the percentage sign at the end, at the beginning, and in between, what does this mean?
I think the percentage sign is at the end.
Yes.
It means it's FRA something something something. Find
Yes,
it.
It begins with FRA, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Why this other one means what?
It ends with FRA.
Ends with ends with Why this one means what? The text is
FRA
within,
is somewhere.
within that text. All right. What again do we look at? We look at is null. Is null, is it not? Not null. Null, not null. Yes, someone mentioned view. Yes, you create view. So can you see that this creates? We can create what? We can create a database. We can create what? A table, and we can create what? View. Okay. What again do we look at? We looked at, did we look at in?
No,
Did we look at in?
not sure.
In, do we look at like saying between? Okay, but we'll look at the arithmetic like sum, average, count, maximum, minimum, right? We look at, we look around.
Yes.
Round. Okay. What again? What again did we look at?
Inner join on.
Join, yes. Join, right? So we looked at mostly it's inner join. Either you have right join, left join, but I don't think outer is there. But they have cross join, but there's cross join. But most times it's just either inner join or left join in practice. Most times that's what you use. On rare cases, you use the other ones. Okay, but mostly that inner join and left join. Because that left join and right join, they're almost the same thing. Only that on different sides. Okay, join, yes. So we say on, join on. So those column names, you know. Then we talked about case. Is it not case? Which other thing again we cover? Case. Any other ones? Anyway, these are the basic things we have covered, okay? But you see, if you have gone up to this point, the only thing I think maybe you will now need to study on your own much later is when we talk about subqueries. Subqueries. Maybe that one we can come back much later to revisit it. But subqueries is like query inside query. It's like you are doing select this from this. Inside that select, you are doing another select. Okay. So subqueries. So this is another one that maybe we'll come back later, but this one a little bit more advanced. Okay. But for every other thing that we have done, I think you are more than okay. As long as you just want to practice them. Okay. We'll be more than fine. Okay. So maybe the only one you need to do is this one, subqueries. So what I want you to do, go back and look for how to merge all these 8 tables together into one big file. Right? Into one big file. That's one. Secondly, I want you to ask 10 questions. You know how you did that other one in Excel? When you ask 10 questions. Ask 10 questions. So that 10 questions means you are linking 2 of the database, 2 of the tables together. Okay. Ask 10 questions and build a report or a dashboard to answer those questions.
Are we going to use SQL to analyze?
Yes, you're using SQL to analyze.
Okay.
So based on those your queries, export those your queries to Excel and build a dashboard to summarize those 10 questions.
But using this database that you sent to us.
Yes, this particular one, this one, yes. But the first one is that try to merge all these 8 tables together. That's one. Okay. Then the other one right here. So ask 10 questions. Then based on the 10 questions, right? You answer them using what? You write queries to answer them. Okay. Then export
My network. I can't hear Dr. Francis.
I can't hear him too.
those your queries to Excel. They now go.
Sorry, Dr. Francis, we lost you for a bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'm saying that the first thing we need to do is to what? Join the 8 tables together, right? The second thing, ask 10 questions. Is it not?
Yes.
From the database. And what? Answer them with the queries. With the SQL queries. Then export these queries. The queries to Excel and build a dashboard. Do you see it now? So based on Excel, I'm sure you have one already that you have done before.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? SQL now you have another one again. So that's the second project. Because I was expecting that each of them, for example, Excel, you are supposed to have 2 that you have done from there. SQL, you should have 2. Okay, so we'll look for another database to build again. Okay, we'll have 2. Right? If we go into maybe like Python, you also have 2 projects there. If you go into Power BI, you have 2 projects. If you go to maybe R, you have 2 projects. If you go to Tableau, you have another 2 projects. By the time we are done, you should have about minimum of 10 projects already using the different tools. Okay, then we may have one, that capstone project, that will now connect all of them together. So this
What do you call it? What do you call the project?
Capstone.
Okay.
A capstone project. All right. Now, so far we have done Excel, and now we have come to the end of SQL, right? So by now, I'm expecting that what we have done in Excel, remember we said one of our objectives, we want to have like a blog, right? So that means the things that we have learned in Excel, we should do something, just a summary of what we have done. A summary of what we have done. So for example, those who are just coming, isn't it? If they don't have time to watch the videos, they can at least just read that blog, at least to have an idea of what has been done so far. Okay, so we'll do that for Excel, we'll do that for SQL. So just short. So we can just, so what we can do, we can list what we have done so far. Then you can now choose what you want to write on. Okay, because this is another way of also what showcasing your, first of all, summarizing what you have done, and also what showing others what you already know. Okay, so each topic I expect us to have short like write-ups on what we have done. If possible, you can just even do a screenshot and just a description of what has been done there. So for Excel and SQL.
So like, okay, so we'll do it like individually. We'll take Excel, for example, what we've done in Excel so far.
Yes, what we've
write
done
something about it.
Exactly. So what we can do, we can just list all the topics we have done in Excel. Then each person can choose what they want to write on.
Okay. Okay.
Then we start building it gradually, because we are still also expected to have a site. Do you get, where we can now be pushing all these things?
Dr. Francis.
Yes.
Is there a link to this blog where we upload, or is just a
that's what I'm saying. We are expected to have like a site, or we can generate one now. But ultimately, we should have at least a website where we can start pushing all these things into.
I think there's a space for such things on e-learn. I'm not 100% certain.
Okay, if we look at on e-learn, yes, that's also fine. But e-learn will be more like, yes, if we can get,
Because
we
maybe
can see
when
on,
the site is now set up, then you can maybe import or export
yes, we can start pushing
the
those.
information.
So, but at the end of the day, we must still have a website. You get. So in case anything now, so instead of like just the WhatsApp, I can just check on the website for updates and the rest. But even before then, at least let us be having this thing built up so that at least when we have the website or the blog, this thing where we can start posting them, then it will be easy for us to post all of them.
I think that as we are writing, we will need to, it will not be cool if we just write and just keep it in our house or keep it on our paper or something. We should have a place where we are going to put it.
Yeah, no, ultimately, but what I'm saying, before that one comes, and let us be writing first.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can even put it on our social media platforms.
Hey, beautiful, you can put it on your social media.
Because from there, we have it as a record. We can move it anywhere from there.
Beautiful, exactly.
Okay.
They just put hashtag LBS data
Right.
exactly. Then okay, so it can keep you busy. But again, remember, if you don't practice these things, the moment you leave it, it's going to leave you.
Yes.
Okay,
Very true.
and you don't know when you are going to need it. For example, now somebody just say, there's a job now. Do you get, hey, I did not revise all this, I remember. But if you have done that project, all those projects I'm giving you, if you just walk through that project, that's all you need. You remember almost everything that we have done there. Because it's going to take little of almost everything that we have done. Then all you just need to do is to walk through how it's done. And that's how you can use to revise.
I also think what would help again is anyone who has done an interview as a data analyst,
Okay,
and also put in a blog or even share a class kind of things they look for, so
exactly.
might help.
Because with all this now, when you are building your project, you are supposed to open what they call a GitHub account. A GitHub. Have you heard of GitHub?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you're expected to open a GitHub account. Again, that's true. All these things again, we can also push it to GitHub. But most things you see on GitHub are mostly like your Python projects, R projects, Java and the rest, machine learning projects, deep learning projects. That was usually post there, okay? But no matter how small it is, just put something there. Your GitHub. Because most times, even on your CV, they don't even care about which school that you went to. Question is, what can you do? Isn't it? So it's not the years of experience that you're looking for. What can you do? So what you normally do, those projects that you push on your GitHub is what they will look at. You get to know, okay, you have done this project. Wait, can you tell us what you have done here? So for example, there's something I was thinking about, a project you can do, right? So a project that I was thinking about, for example, we noticed that there's usually what fire outbreak, right? Fire outbreak. So for example, we have fire outbreak. Where do we have in the markets, right? Where else again? We have fuel stations, tankers, or even tankers falling. Can you see that? So all we want to do now, we want to kind of track in terms of when it happened, is it not? The location it happened, the damage that happened, you get the damage that it caused. So can we try and build like a database for this? Then much later we can now build a dashboard to just track it. Can you see that? So this is a project. If you check now, I don't think I've seen anybody do this, right? But this is something I was just thinking about. Okay, maybe this is something we can also do and just be able to track what happened. If there's, for example, this tanker, which company?
That's Lagos.
Is that what?
That's for Lagos.
Yeah, it can be Lagos. It can be Lagos anywhere. We can first start with Lagos first. Then gradually we start building to other states. If it's Lagos alone, if it's Lagos, fire outbreak in Lagos. Can you see that? Now, if we all build this project now, if we now build this project, and you can put on your GitHub now. You can put on your GitHub. If you have an interview now, you can walk them through this, what you have done and how you have done it. So what actually catches their attention is those unique projects, not the one that everybody is doing. The one that it's very rare that you hear that people do this type of analysis. Okay, but we get to a point where maybe everybody is now doing this. Now you don't think of something in your own field. Maybe if you're in fashion or you are into what again? Maybe real estate. You now build a machine learning model to predict certain things, whether a customer is going to fully pay or not fully pay. That may also be an interesting project that someone will be thinking about. Okay, so those unique projects is what actually they look out for. So we can build something like this, or if any other person has any other idea, that's fine. We can also look at it.
Hey, Dr. Francis, you mentioned something about agric database analyst recently.
You sure which one?
Agriculture, like in the agricultural space.
Right? Yes,
yeah.
In agribusiness, exactly. Okay, you can also build something like, so we can keep track of certain data. Right? If we just think about it, just look at the agribusiness space. If we can see how we can break it into maybe crop production, animal husbandry, you get plantation, we can just break them down and get certain data and look at what can we do. Maybe you can also be tracking the prices as they are changing also. Okay, so these are all unique projects that we can come up with. Because at the end of the day, when we have all the tools, it's not enough to say I've learned, I know Excel, I know SQL. Remember, there are tools to help you solve a problem or achieve certain things. So it's not just enough to say I know them, but what are you using them to do? Okay. So as long as you have any idea, just write it down. As you are getting the skills, you now say, okay, I can use this to achieve this project, or combine certain skills to achieve this project. Or you have any other one, you bring it out, then we can now think about it. Okay. So this is what I need yours to be. So far for Excel and SQL, let's start seeing how we can start writing some blogs. Or just anything you feel that, okay, I've learned this, let me now write it out. So some people, if you also want, you can also start your YouTube channel. And gradually you keep building. All right, any other thing?
None for now, sir. So I was hoping that when I was looking at this thing you just said, I was thinking, where can we get this data now? Where can we get this data to if we wanted to work on stuff like this, like this? Like, yes. Because if we
the data, you will not get it in one place, right? So it's for you to first of all think about the whole process first. Okay, this is what I want to achieve, right? So as long as you are clear on the variables that you need, so fire outbreak is the major thing. So if I go to Google, fire outbreak in Lagos,
and most of the data we'll get will be in theory form.
Yes, now so it will be in theory form, is it not? So it's now for you to now build like a template. It's for you to now build like a template. Okay, this is what I want. I need the date. Is it not? I need the location. I need the maybe value of the damage if it's possible. If you read through it, you can read that if it's possible there. I need maybe if it was a tanker that fell, or the cost, whether it's a tanker or just a what they call it, arsenal or something. Okay, you will put the type there. Then what again can we have there? Maybe the time when it happened. The time it happened. Even time has a this thing. So is this accident, did it happen more in the morning or in the night. So you build that template. So what you are now doing is that you read through now to extract this information. Okay. Now, when you start doing it manually, that is when you now appreciate when they talk about web script. So instead of me doing it manually, so how can I now write a script to now pull this type of data from the web? So that leads to web scripting. Okay, but for now we'll be learning them manually. The ones that we can automate, we automate it. Okay, now we can automate, we automate. But otherwise, we'll just be building them up gradually.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. All right. There's nothing else, so I think we have come to the end of SQL. So what we can do for this month, we'll just try and touch. I'll just show you some things, other things in Excel. Some other things in Excel. Then for this month, we'll stop. So we just have 2 more sessions for this month now, right? So we can just use this remaining month to touch some parts in Excel again. Then we'll stop. Then what should we enter next after Excel? Python or what?
Let's do Python.
Let's do Python, Francis.
Okay, we'll go to Python. Okay, so after Excel. So that means for next month, right? That is April. We'll go into Python. So,
Yeah.
So for the remaining part of this month, we'll be going back to Excel, right?
yes, we'll go back to Excel. So in Excel, so there are other little things that even after we are done, we'll still come back again to Excel. So we'll now come to more like functions, more advanced functions. I'm not sure have we done do we do functions?
In the first time, no.
Yeah, the first one, we do functions.
I think we did some functions.
Okay, we did some, but now we are going to start
No.
on other things. Have I shown you how to do, for example, do you know how to do data consolidation?
No. No.
What of those data table, scenario analysis?
No.
So these are the things I will now start showing you. So what I want to be sure that, and these are basic things, right? So I want to make sure you cover the basics first. Because as data analyst, these are some other tools you also need. So once we are done with Python to a certain extent again, then we can still come back again to Excel again. So Excel will still keep coming.
Dr. Francis, Dr. Francis.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, what do you mean by data consolidation? I'm trying to understand. I think we have done something like that before.
Data consolidation in Excel.
Okay, yeah, okay, maybe not. I thought, is it not similar to? Okay, maybe not. I think I learned it somewhere, maybe from one of your other classes. Sorry.
So we have never heard this in this club, this DA club.
No, I'm not talking about this DA club. I'm not sure what first, but just generally, I'm asking if you have heard of data consolidation in Excel. So
I've been bringing
that
from different data from different files and bringing them together. Is it?
Yes, maybe they are in different sheets or different workbooks. So I'll bring them together and put it as one.
Okay, I think we did it maybe on Power BI or maybe on.
Okay, that was in Power BI. I'm sure that was in Power BI then. Yes, but that was in Power BI, but I'm saying Excel, in Excel, not Power BI, Excel.
Okay, yeah, that is possible.
Yes.
No clue, sir, no clue.
I have a slight talent in my place of work. I have some things I have to do in the office, but I don't have access to Power BI in the office.
Yes.
So I have to walk around using some of those functions that I could use in Excel. So I use that Power Query function, and that is what helps me.
Yes. So that Power Query will be a course on its own.
Yes, exactly.
A course on its own, because with Power Query now, to make life very easy for you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. I think that's all.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it, sir.
Here. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr.
All right.
Francis.
So see you next week. Take care.
All right. See you guys next week.
Please make
Thank
sure
you,
you
sir.
practice. So practice. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
All right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's work is plenty.